Good morning, my name's Alan Mayer and I'm a retired Anglican priest. I'm taking us through the Bible in 365 readings. At the moment we're looking at disaster stories and natural wonders which we find in the Bible, and today I'm going to read you the story from Mark chapter 4 verses 35 to 41, the story of Jesus stilling a storm. And I'll try and burrow a little bit into the meaning of that story for you. And Jesus said to them on that day, when evening had come, "Let's cross to the other side." And having dismissed the throng, they took him with them, as he was in the boat. Other small boats were with him, and a great windstorm came, and the waves beat into the boat so that it was soon swamped. And he was on the stern, on the cushion, asleep. And they woke him up and said to him, "Teacher, aren't you worried that we are about to die?" And having woken up, he scolded the wind and said to the sea, "Silence, be quiet." And the wind fell, and there was a great calm. And he said to them, "Why are you so scared? How come you don't have faith?" And they were filled with a great fear and said to one another, "Who is this, that even the wind and sea obey him?" Having experienced a storm on board a ferry in the Channel and another one on a Swiss lake, I can assure everyone that even on quite a large boat, a storm on the water can be very frightening. On the Channel, the ship, large as it was being buffeted badly, and many of those on board felt ill, or at least ill at ease. At the same time, though, seasoned travellers were sitting quietly nearby, enjoying the trip. On the Swiss lake, on the other hand, we were in the cabin watching the rain and wondering why there were lights flashing on the shore. It was only when we disembarked that with awe we saw how severe the storm had been, bringing down branches and whole trees and causing torrents of water to pour off the mountainside. Fear proved to be the enemy, especially the fear of being in the presence of forces beyond our control. Jesus puts his finger right on the problem when he tells the disciples in the boat that it was their fear and their lack of confidence. Why are you so scared? How come you don't have faith? For not all of them were experienced on the water. So we ask ourselves, to whom had Jesus addressed the words, "Silence, be quiet"? The storm, the wind, and the waves have no ears. Surely he spoke to the troubled minds around him in the boat. Removing their anxiety reduced the power that the storm had to frighten them. Yes, of course, the wind and the waves diminished. They always do in the end, but removing their angst took away much of the storm's hold over them. Let Jesus speak such words to you to calm your fears, and you will begin to see why his presence in the world is called good news. Tomorrow we continue in the New Testament. We're going to look at an earthquake that Matthew reports happened at the resurrection. We'll see that tomorrow on day 27. See you then.